Reverend Miller, thank you so much. And thank you all. This is an awesome gathering tonight. This is an awesome crowd. And I think the first thing I want to say to you is we have work to do. We have work to do. Oh, how I wish we didn't. Oh, how I wish we already lived in that world where the rigid rules of gender didn't apply, didn't matter so much, weren't enforced with the murderous brutality we bear witness here this evening. Oh, how I wish we already lived in a world free of that soul-crushing gender binary, free of that spirit-killing either or, free of that put us in a box from birth question, is it a boy or is it a girl? Oh, how I wish we already lived in a world where human beings could simply be who they are in their hearts, in their minds, in their souls, without fear of reprisal, without having to look over their back and watch their step, without having to wonder, am I safe? Without having to face rejection and bullying, without having to lose their families, their churches, their neighborhoods, their jobs, and on and on and on. We know the list. Oh, how I wish we already lived in a world where each of us could live simply as the person we long to be in our hearts. Beautiful, precious, sacred, and out. Oh, how I wish we already lived in a world where transgender people felt fully at home, safe, welcome, accepted, everywhere. Look at your neighbor and say, everywhere. Oh, how I wish. And I know you wish too. We don't live in that world yet, which is why we hold this night sacred, which is why we take this time to remember, to grieve, to express our sorrow at lives lost. It is so important that we do not let these lives cut short go unnoticed, unmourned, unnamed. It is so important that we not let these deaths be invisible, that we not let the world be comfortable with people murdered because of their gender expression, their gender identity. These dead, as Linda said, are our dead. We are they are us. They are our people, we are their people. So we shall not forget, we will remember. We don't live in that world yet, but we would also be remiss if we did not name and celebrate our progress here in Connecticut and indeed around the nation. We would be remiss if we did not remind ourselves that we won marriage equality in this state. We would be remiss if we did not remind ourselves that we won what I like to call transgender civil rights in the state of Connecticut. You should get an amen for that one. Amen. And we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge that walls are coming down here and around the nation, that barriers are coming down here and around the nation, that hearts and minds are changing here and around the nation, that laws are changing and policies are changing here and around the nation. And why is that? It's not for some abstract change is inevitable kind of reason. You know why it's happening? Because people like us are working our butts off. It's true. We're working hard. We're advocating, lobbying, marching, rallying, protesting, testifying, collaborating, confronting when we have to, singing, praying, preaching, worshiping, dancing, reporting, organizing, and on and on and on, because we know lives are at stake, and we know transgender lives matter, transgender people matter, and their families matter. Change isn't just happening, we're making it happen. We don't live in that world yet, and so we have work to do. What's that work? I'll say a few words and then I'll close. The first part of the work is we have to believe that world is possible. Do you believe it?
Yes.
Because I believe it. And just in case you don't, I know you do, but just in case you don't, look around this room and know that this is the world we are trying to create. This is the world we're trying to be and bring into existence. This is that beautiful world. So look around, take this image with you, and let it inspire you. And second, it sounds simple, but I don't think it is. We need to help others believe that this world we long for is possible. We need to find a way to share this vision that we have for the world. Share your experience here tonight. Share what you know about human diversity, about crossing arbitrary lines, about gender as a continuum, not a binary. Share it. Find a way to share it. Whether you're a trans person or a trans ally, share yourself. Share your true self, yourself you feel called to be in the deepest recesses of your heart, that self that wants to be exactly on the inside, on the outside as you are on the inside. Share that self. Share it whenever and wherever you can. That's how we change culture. Keep on sharing, one person at a time, one family at a time, one school at a time, one neighborhood at a time, one church at a time, one workplace at a time. Your sharing is part of a larger drumbeat, a larger message, a larger movement for change, a larger movement to bring about that world we wish for. The last thing I'll say in terms of this work we have to do is be ready. Be ready, because we don't know what's coming next. We don't know what issues will arise, what crises will come, what opportunities will come. But we do know they will come, because they always come when people's lives are at stake. They always come when there's hatred and oppression and injustice. They always come. So we need to be ready. And when you are called, and you will be called, find your nerve. Summon your courage. Remember those who have died. Remember this night. And do what has to be done. And in these moments, when we do what has to be done, guess what, friends? We're no longer wishing. We're doing the work. May we do the work. Amen.